To live up to here for the Yamaha quads, it is Maverick Vinales off the front from Franco Morbidelli. Valentino Rossi, 3 times a MotoGP winner around here. He'll be looking to try and get his 200th podium. You've heard about the threat from the 25-year-old Aussie. Jack Miller, middle of the second row, playing it down a little bit, but you would, wouldn't you? Back.
Keith, sorry, just to interrupt you. In the background, someone stalled it on the line. I don't know if it is Equal Corner. It's definitely a trick, Keith.
If he gets it going, I think he's in front of the car.
It's Lecuona.
Yeah, Lecuona it is, as we can see off the grid. I think he's got to be away in front of the safety car behind them, but we'll see when they get round because they know better than us. Back. Still walking with a stick, obviously. It was a big injury that he took, and his pace has been remarkable.
Dick is clearly still injured, but he's been so impressive this weekend. But the main reason is he's going for that factory ride for Nick.
If you've missed all our build-up, first is why, and the second part is that Cal Crutchlow is declared unfit. That's arm surgery unfit, so Cal Crutchlow will not be starting this race at all. Meanwhile, 27 laps are in prospect, 70 pole position. Second pole of 2020. Strangely though, and I have to say I don't understand it, bearing in mind...
Very strange, Keith. I think that's the biggest shock so far.
Pole position, Maverick Vinales, Franco Morbidelli, Fabio Quartararo, who's the favourite with long rib. The Grand Prix of San Marino heads down towards turn 1, and look at the start that Morbidelli has got there. Valentino Rossi, that gives him that extra bit of performance around here at Misano. So Valentino Rossi, there's only 10,000 fans in, usually there's a juice one. Morbidelli looking to take advantage of that, and of course Morbidelli is one of Valentino's men.
Here comes Rossi.
The tutor versus pupil there, I think, out of the two of them. Morbidelli takes it back again. Morbidelli looking to stamp his authority a little now, but that's not a bad place to recover from. If you've got that hard tyre in, you're going to want to get it up to temperature and up to speed, though, in this opening couple of laps. You've got to be careful with a full tank of fuel as well. 11 and 12 is where the big bike boys have been complaining about those ripples in the track. It makes
from the second row and sort of cut across. It was one of those typical start manoeuvres, but it sort of just put him off a little bit.
At the moment, Miller then is looking for a performance if he can. We look back to Dovizioso, that's the 5. What's he on? I tell you what, Valentino has performance in some of these sectors, doesn't he? He's really looking hot after Morbidelli. The R46 organisation, they are involved with Morbidelli.
Yeah, what's interesting is Valentino throughout this week, he'll come, he won't, it's almost like he doesn't risk being on the limit constantly throughout practice sessions, does he?
I am slightly... Mir, of course, Mir stamping a bit of authority over his teammate at Suzuki at the moment, so that's going to run throughout this year. But I've got to say, but he's just been a little bit reticent. We always talk about Maverick Vinales, the man in front of him, being a little bit that way, but doesn't quite seem like the confident man that I was expecting him to be. The number 20 there, Rins is going to be all over him in a moment.
You know what it's like round here, Keith? It's a nadgery, twisty, it's not a very nice track, to be honest.
Easy place to make a mistake.
Exactly, and with the panicking quite as much seeing Morbidelli. We haven't seen incredible pace from Morbidelli really on his own, have we? If it was Vinales...
Valentino is reasonably happy to be slotted in behind Franco Morbidelli at this moment in time. Morbidelli, cool, calm customer, fresh air as well, keeping his tyres, keeping his bike nice and at the optimum temperature. That is Maverick Vinales. He's got Quartararo a little bit through there. Remy Gardner had a massive warm-up crash through there on a Moto2 bike this morning. That was horrendous. He was
the only rider, Keith, with that hard rear slick tyre on. Everything I've heard is it takes a couple of...
From Vinales later on. At the moment, he's got Quartararo coming to the inside of him. Doesn't do it, though. Almost seems like they're just let down a bit. Oh, Bradley Smith. He's been having... Bradley started in free practice looking really good. Turn 14, that's that horrible little...
Yeah, it's the corner. If you're going to crash at Misano, that's the one that catches most of the riders out. Like you said, in free practice one, Bradley Smith was fifth.
In Bradle here, are we? We're talking about a man that's really been laying it on the line a little bit with Aprilia, with he's... for Honda, he's never really had a full go at it yet, has he?
No, it's frustrating. That it has been frustrating. Just looking further back, one thing I just want to shout all this weekend, really struggling. To be honest, he absolutely hates this new rear Michelin slick. It's not working for him in his riding style. But he...
long lap penalty. Wow.
What that's for? Oh, will that be
for what he did at the start, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't quite really. So the rookie has got to go the long way, and it is a long way round here as well, and it's dirty as well, that long lap penalty.
Yeah, it is really dirty.
It was the grid procedure infraction, that's what we thought. So obviously he started from where he shouldn't have started from. He should have started probably from the back of the grid then in that case, and he probably not pit lane though.
No.
That is a penalty. As we've seen already, poor old Sam Lowe's had And just to clear that up, of course, the reason they didn't lane, and I'd forgotten the pit lane was so far round those first 3 corners, so it was an eternity before they could let Sam go. I was going to, because at the moment, 9th place points, 9 points scored. Just looking at less than that, 7 points, isn't it, for 9th place tyres? So, soft, medium, and hard being used out there. Most have gone for the hard fronts, though. What did they all had to go.
तेरी सूरत ना हो जिसमें तेरी सूरत ना हो जिसमें
To go through qualifying 1, nobody got through to qualifying 2 as a right.
They looked good in free practice 1, and that was it. But I think because we're down in 15th place, Brad Binder, obviously Grand Prix winner in Brno, he's behind him in 16th.
For Bradley, got work to do. Ike Lecuona has got to go around the long lap penalty. He was the man that was in front of him at the end of at the back of the field.
So working for Valentino Rossi.
Really?
This is the pace he had. When they're in the 32s, Rossi was like, look, I can do...
Also as well, you know, Dovi is, mind you, down in 9th place still. He can't seem to do anything with it. He's 4.5 seconds off of Morbidelli. Every time he has an opportunity to blame something, it's always that tyre situation. I'm still surprised that...
Wouldn't sit there by choice, would you?
I wouldn't.
It's not a Moto3 race where you can all of a sudden make up a load of time.
Yeah. Team boss, there we go.
There we go.
At last. So through has gone Fabio Quartararo, and cutting straight back to the inside of him was...
Him, 2 very fast Suzukis, because we've got, obviously, Rins is directly behind him, and then Joan Mir, who's grown
to increase the pace. This could drag Maverick Vinales up to the front 3. Jack can't quite get with the 2 Yamahas out front. Out has gone Quartararo. That front end just slid out from under him at Rio. A disaster for the championship leadership. Fabio Quartararo has got to select reverse and get back on it. Dovizioso will lead by 3 points if the flag came out. That front end, do you know what? Maybe that's why they're all going steady. You know how we say it so often. We can't see what they're...
He was clearly not getting the feeling he wanted from the front. He tried to push through it, and obviously that's what happened. Down he went. Look who's leading the championship.
Comes round. He'll want to pick up as many places as he can, though, from where he is, of course, and maximise Quartararo's downfall. Far off, we talked about it just a little earlier. It seems like they're all just having the same kind of feel. And front end is everything. Just get on with it.
Absolutely right. Just get on with it.
It's no good shaking your head at him. That shows weak. So, wow, what can I say? Morbidelli leads. Is he going to win his first race?
All the smarts year got pipped, if you remember, by Marc Marquez right at the end, mugged really on the last lap. This race is wide open.
21-year-old Rossi, and you've got to say, Valentino Rossi. There's 10,000 very lucky fans at trackside. It seems more full to me. It's a little place to take the spectators on, but 10,000 during the COVID rules, as we are with open air. But this is live from trackside. It is the Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli. It's going to be on the flip.
Oh no! Oh, he got that wrong. Yeah, he got
that. A bit hot, wasn't he? So that's let through Bagnaia. Bagnaia now. Front end, when you just tap that throttle in and the front's a bit light, extends the forks.
And how good does Bagnaia look on that Ducati?
Injury, you might just... that nearly tripped Maverick.
Yeah. Well, he was trying to set the pass up, wasn't he?
Yeah,
and he thought, I need to be right on his...
...to Del Parco, but that was a little too close, perhaps, and he's lost not only the place he was trying to make up, just blasted past Vinales there and into Cavone.
Mirror signal manoeuvre, thank you very much.
Off.
And I don't know if there's any Maverick Vinales fans out there. I'm a fan of all the top lads, but we go on about him all through so many times. I mean, he's the man who's got the fastest ever 2-wheel lap round here. He looked fantastic all weekend. And look at him, what position is he in now?
Do you know what? If I was in any doubt, and you'll be exactly the same as this, I'll bet you on it before you even answer. If you're in doubt about tyres, you choose what everyone else
on that tyre usually, and that usually means you've got it wrong.
It's true, isn't it? It's exactly the phrase.
Will he be drug tested after the race, Rossi, if he wins
What for?
Well,
for what's on his hat?
For what's on his helmet. I'll ask Sam Lowe's.
Frankie Morbidelli, Valentino Rossi. Brake comes off and he unloads that front, takes the weight off the front. Well, comes under the heading back to these riders because they're all so far off the pace. And once you get out that wide as well and you ask for a little bit, once it starts to move, gives us a full-on focus on the M1, the independent team, Petronas Yamaha.
Yeah, you go Miller. Yeah, I saw that track limits warning.
That means he's had 3
exactly.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 more.
The rule of tennis without the chalk dust. you still got a wheel touching the white line, you're fine. But if you're both with, you are considered to be beyond track limits.
Yeah.
Once they've got 3 of them, you get a dashboard warning. 5 of them, and you've got to give up a play.
And you don't want to, you don't want a long lap.
You're right.
Your races.
Have you been reading at night again? The rule book.
Obs. I'm not taking credit, of course.
That's the trouble with 2 riders in here, isn't it? For Tony Jeffries as well, who I know is getting better at the moment. So Tony Jeffries, DJ David Jeffries' dad, has been ill for a while. So Rossi just losing touch with Morbidelli now, and I think that's serious.
So look me in the eyes, tell me what you see. Perfect pair. Life boy.
Serious. I think Valentino, he knows mobbing the old the goat at the end of this.
And it's sort of bittersweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the man who's pulling away from him is an absolute helped him all the way through his career. Poor Frankie's dad died when he was young, and you know what I mean. He's had it tough as Frankie, and well, there's still 15 laps to go.
No, it's not over, and if he manages to make the middle step of the top step, but my worry is these two. I think Jack Miller hasn't got the pace to do Valentino.
No.
Depends on tyres, but I think the pace to close down
Agreed.
Rossi.
Absolutely. Jack Miller's on the absolute limit, doing fantastic things with that long. It's not a Ducati track, this.
I'll tell you what, though, it goes to show you how well Bagnaya's doing. Look where he is.
Yeah.
Bagnaia, broken lens, closes down Valentino Rossi in second place. Now we've got the 2 Pramac Ducatis. I reckon Bagnaia is going to have Jack. Guidotti was fantastic with Susie, wasn't he?
Yeah, just superb. Really professional team, but they've got that balance, a little bit like the Petronas team. One in the team for, well, since last year, but you know what I mean?
Been up for grabs all year long. Dovi doesn't. Nobody seems to be able to boss this championship. Now we've not got Marc Marquez here. No one's able to grab hold of it. And who's coming good late on. Joan Mir still only 23 years old. He's only his 23rd race in MotoGP. Likewise with
Of the guards this year, more so than I can ever really remember.
Bagnaya's the man on the move here. He's dropped Jack Miller pretty easy in the last couple of laps. So back.
And Vinales, it was going to be a scrap between them, and it was almost then. It was a scrap between them two. Vinales doing what we have seen many times, sort of struggling back in 7th.
Plus 0.4. Bagnaia, arrogant and still win the championship. Yeah. Because he'll never give up, that's for sure. But I think the warning, break through one into the right-hander and out onto the back straight.
Keith, 32.7.
We're getting
Frankie 0.6.
Near enough, everyone went with the hard front tyres. He's gone with a medium rear, so that'll be coming good as well.
Yeah, you're right.
So Morbidelli...
He's pulled the pin, though, as Morbidelli, I think. I think this is what an opportunity for him. Obviously, never won a moto.
The 25-year-old Italian on his 41st MotoGP lead place. Personal best done by Mir. Mir rolling in behind Jack Miller now. The Ducati will leap away from it in a straight line, but Mir will be straight back at him on
your head drop.
Oh, yeah, I'll have a bit of that then, shall we? That's when you tap the gas in just a fraction earlier than the tyre wants you to. And no one's talking about Andrea Dovizioso, are they? Because he's back in 8th place. That's only 8 points. He is not grabbing a real opportunity for Andrea Dovizioso to make his presence felt.
These two, well, they're going to get 2s. Where now, obviously, Morbidelli in front of him has, and he is doing, and Rins and Bagnaia are now into the 32s. Rossi's...
Everyone else has sorted themselves out now. Morbidelli off the front. That was a 33-1 from Morbidelli, a 33-2 from Rossi. So, plenty of work. Mir has gone on Miller. Mir is in front of Jack Miller now. Now then, in rear of it, we're going to see, I think, looking back, watch this as Joan Mir waits for it. Yeah, nice, neat job.
Yeah, they're on him.
They're right on Valentino. So Rossi, I know it's only numbers and he won't be difficult if these 2 youngsters get right with him. He's going to have to fight back if he wants to end up on the podium today here in front of a home crowd. He's only up the road. I thought for a minute there Jack was lining himself up as Mir seemed to be just a little steady. I think Mir... Yes, you're right, Rins, thank you for that. And he's forgotten a little bit about who's behind him.
Yeah, with Bagnaia, and it's like...
Too late, too little, too late.
You can imagine what the team are thinking.
I wonder why they're sending him back out again. Going to do both of these towards the end of the race. We've got 7.5 laps left to go, and Bagnaia is looking... And we saw what he was capable, aren't they? That's the thing, it's working out where you can best use the extra performance. There goes the Ducati, up the inside. Oh, that's quick through there. down through turn 11, turn 12, now turn 13, and then onto that hairpin at 14. Bagnaia on the back of
Quartararo.
It is Quartararo.
How strange.
They just sent him straight back out
yeah,
again.
and I thought I heard a crash, you know, when you got your head.
But it isn't. Turn 6, that's that left kink onto the back straight, isn't it?
And his body language.
2 crashes in 1 race, that's a rarity.
Tell you what, every time. Oh, here we go, we're going to see it. He's only cruising.
He flops onto the other
cold
side.
tyre.
It is like
Absolute,
a cold tyre.
100%.
That'll be the wind. And that's the wind in here blowing it the heat away. If it's drafty as well and a little cooler than perhaps it's been air temperature-wise, and you've got a bit of wind whipping through the wheel down in pit lane.
Slow us through the speed trap.
Trident, masca e destrava.
Trap.
What, Rossi didn't give it up though, did he?
So here we go then. We're back to bittersweet for Valentino.
For that last podium place, it was a 2.7 lead over the line last time around. It looks bigger to me now. 2.8 it is. Bagnaia from Rossi.
It was too late. The big question is, and I'll keep an eye on it for you, is the lap. The
sugary drinks are available, but they're right at that side of the points on the 2 Repsol Hondas.
Here we go. Rins is lining him up. Is he going to have a go into it? He might do in front of.
And he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Every inch of the track, and particularly round here, of course, he'll have done a.
Bagnaia doesn't have
pace
any 32s in him.
32s might have got him close to Morbidelli, but Morbidelli, if you're old, he was, of course, the Moto2 World Champion in 2017. And 11th in the championship. He's only got 32 points at the moment, but this is going to move him right up the order because it is so tight. Oh, Bagnaia. Well, actually, he's coming back to him. Bagnaia is coming back to him. Got a tyre situation going on here. He's got the soft rear end. Bagnaia is on the soft rear tyre. I think it's gone away from him anymore. And we're going to find out. Certainly will look good for Bagnaia for most of this race, but still there. Rossi's still looking for that podium, and he's right on Bagnaia. Bagnaia's got problems, definitely.
Yeah,
he's lost. Well, yeah, because his performance, you've got to say, you'd hang the back end out, wouldn't you? Just getting on with it. But if you're losing performance out the front tyre, that's a 2 and a bit laps left to go. Morbidelli, 133.4 last time around. Not quite like that Ducati in a straight line, that's for sure. As Bagnaia
pulls out on the fast part.
Spinning a bit. Rins is definitely going to make a dive bomb on the M1 Yamaha. In territory he's not been in before. Look at the way Rins is in there. He runs it in so hot, but he still can't get up alongside. Look how it's got to be front. Well, Morbidelli, 2.3 lead for Morbidelli, and we have a lap and a bit to go. Here we go, last lap time then, and there. Look at this, Mia's gone through. Mia has snuck through his teammate, so Rins has gone back a place. Sadly, we didn't quite. Valentino Rossi managed to hang on to that 3rd place. Remember, that's where he is. I don't think he's going to, you know. Mir is young enough and hard. That Mir has the slightly harder tyre on than his teammate Rins. Rins has got the soft on, and Mir had the hard rear. Kind of mistake. He had a 2.2-second lead, so it'd have to be.
Here we go. This is excellent move.
Tight.
Perfect.
Got it. Weekend that Valentino Rossi has to wait to make it.
No, here he comes, Rossi. He's going to go into 14. There's no way Rossi's going to accept.
It's going to be Franco Morbidelli that wins his first ever MotoGP, but it's going to be Pecco Bagnaia under pressure for the win. It is the Grand Prix of San Marino winner. Bagnaia gets 2nd place. Mir gets the. Maverick Viñales is a massively disappointing 6th. Andrea Dovizioso. Wow, what about him? The one now. Morbidelli wins his first race. Disappointment for these guys, of course, the VR46 men. This man, Valentino Rossi. I tell you, when Maverick Viñales goes back to his camp, do you know what? He must feel